Ending their first four-game winning streak in a month and a half, the Dodgers look to stay hot on another hot evening in Los Angeles tonight. Game 3 of a four-game series with the San Diego Padres. First pitch 60 minutes away right here on Sportsnet LA. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Leadoff LA. John Hartung alongside Nomar Garcia-Parr and Adrian Gonzalez, and another incredible giveaway tonight at the stadium. Very special jersey giveaway because you probably see some people walking around behind us and they've got the gold lettering on the Dodgers jerseys because that means they were World Series champions in 2024. And it's also cool to see everyone's reaction because they don't know which jersey they're going to get, which player, and you hear a lot of screams, a lot of yelling when they get a Freddie or a Shohei or whoever.
Yeah, that's it. And then there's also what's really cool is they're kind of going out there and they're trading with each other too. It's like, hey, I'll trade you this one if you trade. That's my favorite player. Like, oh, great, because that's my favorite player. So it's really great to see, and there's a lot of excitement.
Yeah, I got two myself, and I got Max, and I got Otani. So it's really good. I got a couple of jerseys. Anybody wants to come trade? Come.
You say you better guard those with your life. Saying things like that on our television show. All right. Well, last night's game it was a lot of fun. We would probably need a 10-minute highlight to show you everything that happened because there was so much. We're going to run through the top headlines of the Dodgers' 8-6 win, though, and we're going to begin with some emotional. Got a little bit heated at times. We had three batters who were hit by pitches in this game, Adrian. Both sides were warned, and Dave Roberts, the mild-mannered, mild-tempered Dave Roberts, was ejected.
He was. No, I mean, you know, he came out to us for an explanation, and he stood at the sideline and later realized he was tossed. So that's when the mild-mannered side of him went away, and he really got heated at that point. So, he really just wanted to go out there and get an explanation. He wasn't able to get one.
Adrian, they downplayed their pitcher's intentions because, of course, they're going to do that. But both of you guys have been in a lot of these scenarios, a lot of experience over the years. Do you think it is over last night, or do you think there could be some carryover tonight?
I think, there could be some carryover tonight. They're going to downplay it. There was obviously intention in the Otani getting hit. I don't think Tatis getting hit had intention, but at the same time, it was up. It was close to the letters. It wasn't in the right spot. So, they're going to retaliate to that. And, there was another player hit after that. So I think there is going to be some, potential retaliation if the situation presents itself.
If there is, and it's changed by if they do that, it doesn't make sense because it should be over here, And I know what you're talking about because everybody's like, well, is it really one for one? And everybody wants to do that, but at the same time, you go, here's this one where you're saying, okay, well, they came back and they end up hitting on the hand. And listen, I know hitting on the hand and everything is awful. And you see Manny Machado like, how are you not throwing somebody out because you had the warning? But we can tell there was no intent on that. The ball gets away. They weren't trying to do that, but you never know. But I think from a Dodgers perspective, they're not going out there and say, hey, listen, we need to get somebody.
Oh, I definitely don't think it's the Dodgers retaliating.
Well, we'll see how it all plays out tonight. But on Monday, Dylan Cease hit Andy Pages. And Pages admitted after the game maybe he overreacted a little bit to getting drilled, some of the emotion of the moment. We saw Manny Machado was barking at Pages. And also Padres manager Mike Shildt even yelled from the top step, "Who the bleep do you think you are?" to Andy Pages. And after last night's game, Pages was asked if he heard about that. He's been incredible. Hopefully we can get him to Atlanta for that Midsummer Classic. And if you go back to 2020 in the Texas bubble, it seems like things are always getting spicy, even a little bit heated when the Dodgers and the Padres play each other. That has been the case each of the last two nights. Right now, let's head inside the stadium for the first time. Kirsten Watson joins us live. She has more on the temperature of this series so far. Hi there, Kirsten.
Hi, John. Well, even last week when the team was in San Diego, we were talking about how this matchup was going to be intense. Well, now you add the fact that the Dodgers and the Padres have faced each other. This is going to be the 6th time today in only 10 days. So it's a lot of facing each other. It's a lot of high emotions. We talked about just the hit by pitches yesterday. And of course, from the Dodgers standpoint, they did hear the words from Mike Shildt. Today, Dave Roberts was asked just about those words and his reaction to it.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I did hear those words. And it's interesting because, there is an intent part of it versus, a player getting hit, not intentionally, right? And just to kind of go back, and I'll be brief, is we're not going to open Trevino to hit a right-hand hitter. That's why he's in there, to try to get the right-hand hitter out, right? We're not trying to hit the first hit of the game. So he's a sinker ball guy. He lost it, but as he did say, it never feels good. So, yeah, if you do pitch inside, you still got to pitch inside with not just hitting guys. So I absolutely respect that, but that's kind of where we're at on that. And I can honestly say none of the guys that were hit by them, by us, was with any intent, not at all.
Would you expect the umpires tonight to issue warnings before first?
I don't know. That's more their judgment. That's their judgment. So we'll kind of wait and see.
Much more raw are kind of emotions after, just like everything between the two teams the last couple of weeks, like going into these last couple of games. Like, is it a little more sensitive or whatever in terms of,
Well, right now, as I sit here, we feel pretty good. I feel great. So there's always the competition part, and things change, but I don't think it's very raw for us. I think we've won 2 games in the series, and I like our chances to win tonight, and that's our only focus.
Whether it's been talking to some of the coaches or even some of the players on the Dodgers side, they look at the hit by pitches that the pitchers threw to the Padres. Those were not intentional whatsoever. They do feel that just with Shohei Ohtani being hit by a pitch, that was a bit more intentional. The fact that the first 2 pitches were both inside, the second one, of course, getting him. The good news is that he is fine. He is still on schedule, just when it comes to taking part in another opening situation, continuing his build-up on the mound. So he is in a good spot. And when it comes coming into this matchup today, they're not focusing on that. Yes, they know that this matchup is going to be intense. We've seen it over the last few days with these 2 teams. But the big focus is just going to be on Emmett Sheehan, because it is a big day for him, with him, of course, returning from the IL, returning from having Tommy John surgery. So they're focusing on just channeling that intensity for him and the excitement for him on the mound today, guys.
And we'll have much more on Emmett Sheehan coming up. Kirsten, thank you very much. Right now, let's get our first look at Dave Roberts' lineup to go up against the Padres right-hander Stephen Kolek. No changes at the top with Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie. You have Teoscar Hernandez in the cleanup spot. Max Muncy's at third base. Andy Pages in left field tonight. Tommy Edman will play second base. Hye-Sung Kim getting a start in center field. And Dalton Rushing, not Will Smith, behind the plate to do the catching. Adrian, what sticks out to you in this one?
I'm loving seeing the young kids at the bottom there, Hye-Sung Kim and Dalton Rushing. 2 lefties that, are going to look to turn the lineup over to Shohei.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's most telling right now. Obviously we know Will Smith is going to get some time off. Here he is. He's getting a day off today. You got Dalton Rushing. Here's an opportunity. Embrace the opportunity. And Hye-Sung Kim, glad that, I love watching him play, what he brings to the table. So excited to see him in there.
It's uncanny, Nomar. Will Smith, single-double homer last night. So tonight, El Bencho, every single time. All right, where were you 11 years ago tonight? That was the night Clayton Kershaw struck out 15 Rockies, tossed the 12th no-hitter in Los Angeles Dodgers history. Certainly an unforgettable night in our first season as a network. And yeah, for the record, I was off that night. Plus, Emmett Sheehan returns to a big league mound for the first time since having Tommy John surgery. We'll discuss what to expect in his first start at Dodger Stadium in more than 600 days.
For me, we talked about the top of the lineup has to set the table, and I really think that guy in the middle of the lineup, Max Muncy, is going to come through with some big RBIs today. He's going to get that pitch that he's looking for, possibly go deep.
I love it. That's such a great call. I'm going to go at the bottom part of the lineup. We talk about how important guys getting on base. He's going to get an opportunity to play. We talk about when he gets in there, he brings energy, he brings speed, he puts pressure on the pitcher out there. Hye-Sung Kim has a big day.
I like both of those. I'm going to take a guy because, we saw Andy Pages get hit by a pitch on Monday. He responded last night with 2 home runs, goes 4 for 4. Shohei Ohtani was drilled last night. Shohei's going to bounce back with a monster game tonight against the San Diego Padres to show who he is as well, like Pages showed the Padres who he was last night. Still more to come. We're taking you right up to first pitch at Dodger Stadium nearly 2 years ago to the day. Emmett Sheehan made a splash in his first career big league game. He joined Ross Stripling as the only Dodgers to toss at least 6 no-hit innings in their major league debut. For the first time in 620 days, Sheehan is back on the mound tonight. Plus, Ben Kasperi has picked up the win in the series opener on Monday, his 5th win of 2025. Up next, he's talking one-on-one with Kirsten.
Are you not the guy? You're trying to get it to the guy. Ripped to right. It's down. A base hit for Rushing, who at this moment is the guy. Knocks in 2 to give him the lead.
So just a great at-bat by Rushing on so many different facets. The first one, able to take pitches just off of the plate to get himself into a position where it's a 3-1 count. He knows he's getting a strike because he's got that big dog right behind him in Shohei Ohtani, and he does not miss.
Now, big dog is Pages now. Careful throwing that.
Oh, my bad.
Around.
My bad.
That is a strike and a change to Ohtani. Well, here's another one of those big innings, EK. They had the 5-run 4th on Monday, the 5-run 6th yesterday, 3 in the bank here in the 5th, and looking for more with an 0-1 coming to Ohtani. Taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's hit it hard a couple times, 100 plus a couple times, but ball not flying.
Well, so how about the trajectory, the numbers with that second ball that he hit? The second ball that he hit, 101 miles an hour with a launch angle of 30 degrees. So in the StatCast era, that ball has a 663 batting average. And balls like that, 667 home runs in just over 1,100 at-bats. So half the time, that ball is a home run. Not so tonight.
Counterpoint, half the time it's not.
Oh,
you know,
we're trying to sell something here, right?
Don't let the truth get in the way, right? Stays alive here, 1-2 on Ohtani. Dodgers have taken the lead, tying it on a Pages sac fly, jumping in front on Rushing's 2-run single. Kolek throws. Ohtani slaps one left side to Machado. The second for 1 over to first, a double play. And so that's 2 double plays turned to the Padres tonight, but in this case, not before the Dodgers get 3, and after 5, they've got the lead. Now 91.
So, look, I'm not going to try and defend. They're trying to go inside. You just saw the pitch to Muncy was in that same spot. Now that's a little bit much here. I don't think I can defend that. I just don't think you're trying to hit him in that situation. Not at this stage of the game right now. I think he was just running out of gas, but it doesn't matter if you're trying to hit him or not trying to hit him. That ball is up there. I mean, that ball is up there. You know, there's that old adage, if you can't control it up there, then you can't throw in there. And if you do throw in there and you can't control it, then there are ramifications.
And especially this doesn't live in a vacuum. This lives in the context of what's happened the last couple nights.